Hi, I'm Max Anzalone. Before we start today's lesson, I just wanted to warn you that in this lesson I won't be doing any playing, like showing you a new lick or a new groove. I'm just going to be talking. And the thing I'm going to be talking about, something I consider to be the most important part of playing drums and playing music. It's really changed my playing drastically, and a lot of my students and any musicians that I've come in contact with that have used this concept, they all speak very highly about it. So the reason why I'm warning you is just so you still take a listen to the video from beginning to end, even though I'm not showing something new. This is something that I think every drummer and musician should know about and should be aware of. Because it's at the basis of anything you're going to play on the drums, and it will affect your drumming in any situation, any music you play. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you get something out of it. So here is the lesson. What I want to talk about today is something that I consider to be one of the most important parts of playing drums, playing music, and having fun, and making the music feel good, and you feeling good, and making people feel good as a result of this. And what I want to talk about is our state of mind when we're playing drums. I consider there to be two very important, like, general things when playing music that a musician has to master. And one of them is technique. And what I mean by technique is, yes, rudiments and independence and all that stuff. But when we're just talking about playing a groove and playing just something simple, the technique I'm talking about is your time, your sound, ghost notes and accents, really basic things that allow you to make a simple beat sound really good. And this is one aspect, this is the technical aspect. And the other aspect, which is just as important, if not more, even more important than this, is our state of mind when we're playing. And this is like the feel and the intensity that we put in the music when we're playing, either in the music with other musicians or even just playing by yourself. And I really want to focus on intensity. And because there's a lot of drummers, I have a lot of students and even drummers that I see who have great technique, but then when they play, there's no intensity in the playing. They're just playing a beat, but they're not putting any energy into this beat, and there's no really focused intention in the beat. And what I mean by this is to put 100% of yourself in every moment of music while you're playing. And to do this, you have to be in the present moment, hearing the music, and as a result, feeling the music. And I just want to talk about one of the biggest obstacles that stops us from feeling the music, and it's our minds. The constant thinking that goes on in our minds. While we're playing music, if let's say you're playing in a band and you're playing a song, you're on stage and the song is going along and you're thinking about, well, it could be anything. Either you're thinking about yourself, that you're nervous that maybe the music is not really happening, or the music is not grooving, or you're nervous that you might be speeding up, or you're nervous that people in the audience notice that you made a mistake, or even you're having good thoughts about yourself, like, oh, this sounds so great, or I'm going to play this fill now, this great fill that I practiced, and it's going to blow everyone away. all these thoughts that are happening while you're playing stop you from being in the moment and hearing the music fully, and then reacting to the music with your full intensity. This is what it takes. It takes you to be 100% in the present moment, in every single moment while you're playing music, and feeling it in real time. As these thoughts are happening, this takes you away from this presence and from intensity that you put in the music. It's almost like you can actually even see it in some players very clearly. They could be really into the song and, you know, playing very intense, and then all of a sudden you could see their minds wandering and everything changes. The intensity is gone, and it's almost like this flat, kind of dull playing. So this is like, to me, I consider this the most important part of playing drums, because this is what moves people, and this is what moves yourself inside. It's got to come from yourself inside first. And when you have this intensity and you put it in the music, everyone else feels it. The band, the audience, everyone who is listening feels it. It's infectious. People want to get up and dance, or people want to stop whatever they're doing and listen. And the exact same thing happens to the people that are listening. If you're present in the present moment, listening to the music and playing with your full intention, this means that there's not thoughts going on at the same time. So when people are listening and this affects them and they get moved by this, their mind also stops and they're listening to the music in the same way that you are feeling it, the same way. Their thoughts stop and they're just focused on every moment of the music. And this is a very liberating feeling. It feels like there are no more problems. There's nothing wrong. There's just this great music and this great feeling inside yourself. So, how do we get to this point where we're able to stop our thoughts? Well, one thing is we can't really stop our thoughts. The thoughts just come. The thing is just to be aware of these thoughts as they're happening. And, you know, let's say a thought is happening, there's an awareness inside of you that can be aware of these thoughts as they're happening. You could try right now. Try to be aware of thoughts that are going on in your mind, and you can actually hear the thoughts as they're happening. This awareness is what we need to play in the present moment and to feel the music fully. So all you have to do is be aware of the thoughts as they're happening. And this is normal, that even though you're able to do this, you might be just able to do it for a few seconds, and then you're going to go right back into hearing those thoughts and following those thoughts and losing yourself and not being aware anymore and not being in the present moment. This is normal. But just as the awareness comes back, just bring back the awareness to the present moment and to the music that is happening. And the thoughts come back. Bring your awareness back as it comes back. And this is all you have to keep doing. So I just want to stress how important this is. This intensity really makes a groove come alive, a fill come alive, a solo come alive, a song come alive. This is really the root of good music. And of course, you need both. You need the technical skills to pull off what you're hearing in your head, and also you need this awareness to be able to play these technical skills with this intensity. I would much rather hear a drummer with not very good technique, but playing with really high energy and full intensity. And when I say high energy, I don't mean loud or fast. I mean an intense presence when you're playing to every note. Every note is meant, and every note is felt. And when a drummer plays in this way, even though he's playing something very simple, this turns heads and this moves people, as opposed to drummers who are very technically advanced but are missing this intensity. Of course, the best thing is if you have the best of both worlds. Great technique in all aspects of it, independence, rudiments, speed, control, and a very intense presence while you're playing. And there are many drummers that have this, both these skills. And there are many drummers that have just one of these skills, just the intense presence, and they're amazing drummers too. When I started becoming aware of my thoughts and how they were blocking me from hearing the music and feeling the music and expressing myself fully in the music, it really changed my playing drastically. I never had so much fun playing because there's no thoughts anymore. All there is just the music and the raw feeling of feeling the music. It's almost like you're not even doing it. It just happens, and it's a very liberating feeling. And I really encourage you to just, on an everyday basis, if you're sitting at the drums playing, or if you're not playing at the drums, just sitting down or walking, just to be aware of your thoughts, the thoughts going through your mind. That's all it takes. Just be aware of the thoughts going through your mind. And of course it's normal, they're going to drag you away and you're going to get caught up in them. But always just go back when the awareness comes back to just being in the present moment, to whatever is there in front of you. And this will change your playing, and it also change your everyday life. You know, every day we all have preoccupations, we're doing a million things, we have a million different projects, all these thoughts going on in our head at the same time. If we're able to just stay in the present moment and be aware of these thoughts as they're happening and not get caught up in them, and just be aware with what we have right now in this present moment and just what is there, it will really change a lot of things, and it also make your daily practice much more effective, because you won't be stopping yourself and blocking yourself with fears and, you know, I should do this or I shouldn't do this. You'll just be focused on present moment. You know, I got to practice my single stroke now, and you'll be focused on it 100%. And with this focus, it will be 100% of improvement instead of 50%. You're there 50%, you're thinking of something else, you'll get the same improvement out of that. You get 50% improvement. When I started being aware of these thoughts in my practicing and staying in the present moment, I never got improved so fast than I did when I was aware and present. So I hope that this lesson, even though I didn't play a note of drums, helps you in some way. And so if you want to get deeper into this way of playing, I talk more about this in my instructional DVD called Improve Your Groove, the Basics. And it covers, the first part is all the technical aspects of playing with a good feel, and the second part covers our minds and how it stops us from expressing ourselves and playing in the present moment with our full intensity. Right after this video, I'll post a trailer of the DVD, so any one of you who hasn't seen the trailer and is interested in buying the DVD, you could check out the trailer and see if you're interested.